Hello, it's Marie McChrystal Jones, and I'm answering a question that someone put forward on our Facebook page. And the question is, how do I find balance in a step family situation, and how do we stop arguing over the kids? Now, I've been through this one myself, so it's quite personal to me, and it can work. You can get two families and they can blend beautifully. But first of all, we have a lot of unrealistic expectations. Often we think we're going to love these kids, or these kids are going to love us, or that our love is going to conquer everything. And if we love each other, it'll work itself out. That's not the case. And it's also unrealistic. It's only going to work itself out with the work that you two put into it. And can it work out beautifully? Absolutely. So I want to give you some key points in blending a family. So the first one is you've got two different style of parenting that you both have been set into. And that needs to change. There needs to be a conversation around, okay, how are we going to parent these children? What's our expectations of these children? How do we discipline these children? So there needs to be a conversation around the two different styles of parenting and how we're going to amalgamate and develop your own style going forward. The second key is you need to bring rituals into the family immediately. So, and it needs to be rituals that are easily done, that are not expensive, meaning they need to be rituals that are sustainable. So I know for our family, we have pizza, homemade pizza every Friday night. Now, for some people, it could be Sunday morning where, the kids get a magazine, the adults get the paper, and they spend the morning around the table. Kids cutting out pictures, parents reading the newspaper. It doesn't matter what it is, but it needs to be a sustainable ritual, meaning that when we go to this particular home, on the weekend or during the week or whenever it is, we know this is happening every Sunday morning or every Friday night. So kids find security and safety in rituals. And it's also in later life, when they look back on their life, they don't remember the daily things, but they do remember rituals. So it's important that the new blended family create their own rituals. Third, you must be on the same page, because if you're not on the same page, you're letting the kids get between you, you're letting the ex get between you, and you're letting friends get between you. So it's important that you're on the same page. And what being on the same page means is you back each other. Even if the partner isn't right, you can still back them, then have a conversation afterwards saying, wasn't sure about that. Going forward next time, I would like it to be dealt with this way. So you need to back each other. You both need to be on the same page, because if you don't, the ex and the kids will get in between you. Not because they're bad kids, just because that's what kids do. So you need to be aware of those outside influences. And if you are dropping the kids off at an ex, or, it needs to be forward planning. Okay, how do I want to behave? If he does this or she does this, what is our action? What's our reaction going to be? How are we going to back each other? So this is really important, to be on the same page. And the last one is boundaries and care. And they both need to be in equal proportion. So what boundaries are you bringing into the house? Like, what's the boundaries around electronics? Is it after 5 o'clock, no electronics? Then how's that going to be monitored? How are you going to set the family up for success? I know for us, we have an app that turns off all the kids' electronics. So that's really easy. That they know at a certain time, that app kicks in and they're unable to get on the electronics. So what are you doing? What's the boundaries? And what's the care? And with the care, I mean, how are you spending time with them? What are you doing to spend time with them? What are you doing to spend time, especially with the step kids? It could be, again, after school once a week you take them for an ice cream, or, it doesn't even have to be weekly. It can be just something special that you do. So you're creating your own bond and your own relationship. And let go of the expectation of having to love them. Just be there and be the best person you can be, and let everything else unfold. I hope these tips were handy for you. And if you have any other questions, please put it on our Facebook page and we certainly will answer them. Nice to talk to you.